with that stupid Spider-Man thing and ending the show early and then everything. So I have work to do on this episode to get it posted. That's going to be fun. Holy crap. But hopefully you guys enjoyed a little Sunshine and Bullets. They will be put in there. So, yeah. That's Rich and Amanda, friends of mine down in Tampa, Florida. They are the two of the... I lost my train of thought. But anyway, Sunshine and Bullets, awesome band. Love those guys. Love their music. Great people. I was going to just end the show, but the Chatters Box spoke up and they said, let's keep going. Go ahead and give us some news. So I'm back. We're going to do some news and then we're going to wrap up because basically at this point in time, I'm just creating more work than I ever wanted to do for an episode. So, holy crap. It's been a night. We have not had a night like this in a long fucking time. Jeff bailed to go see the new Spider-Man movie. So hopefully we will have him with his full, undivided podcast attention Saturday. How's that sound? So you guys wanted news. I'm going to give you the news. 3 whole fucking... Oh my God. I got to make these 3 parts into one. Just so you guys know. Just so you know. It's not as easy as it sounds. God damn it. All the hell. Anyways. We're going to do the best we can. The only good thing about it is we're all over Twitter, we're all over Twitch, we're all over YouTube tonight. So there's that. I got to find my news sounder here real quick. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. I'll show my speakers all the way over there. Speakers all the way over there. Give me 1 second, guys. Grab this bad boy. Go ahead and fire it up. Yeah, bad boy fired up right there. What happened? Oh, it's been a night of clusterfucks. I got completely thrown off my game because apparently, as I said a moment ago, Jeff's wife decided they were going to go see Spider-Man, and once she made that decision, he was in a hurry to get off, so there was no attention there. Then she was in the background bitching, and then I was going to end the show, and then the Chatters Box was like, oh, keep going, do the news, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, let me try the news. And then I accidentally ended the stream rather than taking a break, so I had to come back for a part 3. So I get to do the news on my own. Yay. So I got to find my news sounder here. So I have 3. I have 3 parts that I have to merge into one, and I have to add music between each part. Not to mention, the closer I want to close. I want to add the closer. Of course, everybody who said they wanted me to continue doing news, they bailed on me. So let's hit him with the news intro, shall we? Yeah, a little bit of that.
I'm going to tell you a couple of stories.
Welcome back, Joe.
So listen to this. Listen to this. Okay, listen.
I only have one thing to say about Jeff's wife.
You're not a nice person.
I could have fun with this all night. I could just, I could just. This is me right now.
We don't know what's happening.
What do we got in news tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Let's find my news. My news. Let's start with a little feel good, kind of sort of feel good story. If if you guys have not heard about the tornadoes that hit Kentucky the other day, then you're living under a rock because those tornadoes absolutely devastated and rocked Kentucky. Last I heard, I think it was 84 dead, and they were still searching for people. But believe it or not, something kind of light, something kind of cool came out of all that, and a photo from the tornado damaged homelands almost 130 miles away. When Katie Polston walked outside Saturday morning to her car parked in her driveway, she saw something that looked like a note or a receipt stuck to her windshield. She grabbed it and saw it was a black and white photo of a woman in a striped sundress and headscarf holding a little boy in her lap. On the back, it was written in cursive and it said Gertie Swatzel and J.D. Swatzel, 1942. It's a really cool looking picture. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, a little screen grab there. I could post it on Facebook and show you guys so you can kind of see the picture. She grabbed it. Polston would discover that the photo had made quite a journey, almost 130 miles, on the back of on the back of monstrous winds. Yeah, I'll try to, Cameron. Here we go. Just sent it. Polston had been tracking the tornadoes that hit the middle of the U.S. Friday night, killing dozens of people. They came close to where she lives in New Albany, Indiana, across the Ohio River from Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville? Cam knows all about them, Louisville. Or Louisville if you want to piss them off. So she figured it must be debris from someone's damaged home. Seeing the data, I realized that was likely from a home hit by a tornado. How else is it going to be here? Polston said in a phone interview Sunday morning. It's not a receipt, it's a well-kept photo. So doing what any 21st century person would do, she posted the image of the photo on Facebook and Twitter and asked for help in the finding of its owners. She said she was hoping someone on social media would have a connection to the photo or share it with someone who had a connection. Sure enough, that's what happened. A lot of people shared it on Facebook. Someone came across it who is friends with the man with the same last name, and they tagged him, said Polston, 30, who works for a tech company. The man was Cole Swatzel, who commented that the photo belonged to a family members in the Dawson Springs, Kentucky, almost 130 miles away from New Albany, as the crow flies, and 167 miles away by car. Swatzel on Sunday didn't respond to a Facebook message seeking comment. In Dawson Springs, a town of about 2,700 people, 60 miles east of Paducah? Sorry, Kentucky. Homes were leveled, trees were splintered, and search and rescue teams continued to scour the community for any survivors. Dozens of people across 5 states were killed. The fact that the photo traveled almost 130 miles is unusual, but not that unusual, said John Snow, a meteorology professor of the University of Oklahoma. In one documented case from the 1920s, paper debris traveled 230 miles from Missouri Boot Hill into southern Illinois. The paper debris rides winds sometimes reaching heights of 30,000 to 40,000 feet above the ground, he said. It gets swirled up, the storm dissipates, and then everything flutters down to the ground. Polston wasn't alone in finding family photos and school pictures that had traveled dozens of miles in tornadoes' paths. A Facebook group was actually set up after the storm so people could post photos and other items like ultrasound images that they had found deposited in their yard. Polson does plan on returning the photo. It's really remarkable. Definitely one of those things, given all that has happened, that makes you consider how valuable things are. Memories, family heirlooms, and those kinds of things. Polson said it shows you the power of social media for good. It was encouraging that immediately there were tons of replies from people looking up ancestry records and saying, "I know someone who knows someone, and I'd like to help." And this picture that she found is surprisingly, hey, go to Kentucky and say that. Louisville. It's Louisville. Louisville. It's surprisingly in really good shape, and I actually grabbed a screenshot um, so I can post it onto Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. So you guys can take a gander at it. I'll probably post it on Instagram too. It's in really good shape. So I mean, something good came out of the destruction and tragedy. Um, and not only this picture, but I mean, an entire Facebook group was put together uh, to try to get people's items and whatnot returned to them. It is a Bush latte. Cameron, that's what I told you. Link up, if you go into your profile and your settings and stuff like that, link up your Facebook and your Instagram and whatnot. And if you have at least 1,000 followers, then you'll be able to accept it. So, oh, sorry, I forgot about Bob. Bob, come pick me up in Indiana. We're going to Florida. Forgot about Bob. It is a beef latte. It's because I'm poor and I have to drink shitty beer. Nobody's paying me to do this podcast yet, so. But in other news, we're gonna go down to Florida. Yeah, and a Florida company offers 2 free homes as a worker incentive. You did what, Mark? What did you do? Uh, Altamonte Springs, Florida. While many companies are offering bonuses or higher pay as a way to lure and keep workers, a Central Florida business is offering a drawing for 2 brand new homes two brand new and mortgage-free homes. Mechanical One, which provides air conditioning and plumbing for new developments, is planning on holding a drawing next December. President and CEO Jason James told Orlando Sentinel, "My passion is really trying to reinvent words are hard. Employee appreciation," James said. "Our business model is really, if we can take care of our people, they are going to do more for us than any marketing budget." The company has bought 2 lots. The 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes has set aside $500,000 budget for the project. Man alive, that's a nice house. $500 or $500. 500,000. You did. Yes, you did, sir. That's going to be a nice house. Regardless of what anybody thinks. 500K for a house, yeah. And in the Orlando area, I'm assuming. I don't think the housing market's super crazy, but either way. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know much about Florida. What the fuck do I know? I'm just talking out my ass at this point. But still, it's not a bad incentive. You know what I mean? James told the newspaper he thought about other incentives such as giving away a car or a vacation, but then he decided he wanted his employees to be able to enjoy their own homes. Many of our employees own a home already, but a lot of them rent, he said. To qualify for the drawing, employees must be with the company for a full year and take a financial literacy class paid for by the company. They also must perform 20 hours of community service at a nonprofit of the employee's choosing. I would think that it probably worse down there just because everybody wants to move there right now. As far as pricing, but still, 500,000 would. I mean, I know what it was like in Charleston, and 500,000 is still a really nice fucking house, like a really fucking nice house. You know what I mean? Um, they get a financial education, which helps them get the goal of owning their own home anyway, and it has an impact on the community. James said. The privately held company of nearly 100 people began operations in July, so no employees qualify yet. The newspaper reported James announced the drawing during a December 4th employee gathering. The home giveaway is another in a series of steps companies have taken this year to fight against some of what some call the great resignation. Many workers who left jobs during the pandemic have not returned, and a survey by business consultants PwC found that 65% of employees are searching for a new job. Many fast food chains have offered signing bonuses, and corporations, including Costco, Amazon, Chipotle, have raised their minimum wage to $15 an hour or more. Panda Express down the road from me is hiring people at $17 an hour to start. Panda Express, y'all, $17 an hour. And they will literally hire you off the fucking street. James Forty told Sentinel that he was inspired to create a company with an employee focus after a stint with Chick-fil-A, which has twice yearly outings for employees and their families and has a low-cost health care plan. He had been working in HVAC and plumbing for about 6 years before starting his own company. James said that he and other new CEOs are part of a changing of the guard in the industry, incorporating more smart technology in buildings with a keener eye on the labor pool. There's a labor shortage in these trades because they're skilled, he said. You've got to have quite a lot of exposure and training to understand these systems. Anthony Mitchell, Central Florida Plumbing Operations Manager for Mechanical One, said excitement is already high throughout the company. There's nothing like coming home to a wife and saying, honey, I'm bringing home a new house, he said. And as a tradesman myself, and I work in that field, and I have a good chunk of my life, sadly, there is a shortage. There's a lot of companies that are hiring people without a lot of experience and or knowledge and training them and getting them training, paying for their training, getting them taken care of so that they can be a good technician. I myself personally, I work as in facilities maintenance department with a university, and I have experience, I have knowledge. I used to work for this university, and I was glad to come back on board. But every zone, every shop in our university is shorthanded. We're working at about half staff, maybe slightly above half staff, and they're introducing new programs where you can go to school and learn HVAC or learn this, that, or the other thing that they'll pay for. And I mean, not only that, but I mean, I can go to school. I can go to the university for free as it is, which I plan on once everything settles down and I kind of get back on track and all that other jazz. I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to go back to school. Granted, I'm just going to get a bullshit degree in journalism and broadcasting, but it's going to help me here, and it's going to help me further chase my dream with what I want to do. And I know I'm really late in the game. I'm 40 years old, but better late than never. So I strongly encourage anybody listening, if you're kind of up there in the air with what you want to do, with where you want to be at, if you're with a company that is offering to teach you, offering to give you education, offering to further you as an individual, jump on it, take advantage of it. Don't don't shy away from it, because I really wish 24-year-old me, when I was in the position I'm in now with the same company or the same university, would have taken advantage of the the perks and the benefits that were there for me then. I didn't. Was he really? Um, I didn't, but now I am. So, it's never too late. So if you're with a company and they want to help you learn, they want to educate you, and they want to make you a better all around individual, jump all over it. I might jump on for a minute. So if you're a young cat and you're hearing this, you're probably letting it go in one ear and out the other ear. I get it. I've been there. I was that kid too. But seriously. Duos or Cold War? I got a couple stories here, and then we're gonna definitely 100% wrap up for the night. But you know, like I said, better yourself. You're not. You're not. I know it'll be a pain in the ass, and I know it's gonna be tough, but at the end of the day, you'll be better for it, and that's all that matters. That's my spiel. Let's see, what else do I have here? I had a couple of there. It's just hard because I specifically look for stories that Jeff and I can conversate back and forth about. So, and when I'm left to my own devices, then all right. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do this one. This one's for the ladies. Where's it at? I gotta do that one with you. Where's it at? Alright, let's do this one. This one's for the ladies. This is gonna be the last story of the night. Then we're gonna wrap it up. But women are more likely to crave alcohol when they are stressed. A new study has found that women are more likely than men to crave alcohol during stressful situations. I don't know. A study has found that females are more likely to need a drink when completing a task under pressure, such as public speaking or mental arithmetic. Researchers at the Arizona State University looked at 105 men and 105 women and set up a simulated bar in their laboratory and found that stressed women appeared more likely to get drunk and ignore a request to stop drinking after being given stressful tasks. The expert suggests women may face more social pressure over how they appear to others, which could leave them craving a drink. Dr. Julie Paddock Peckham, who led the study, said women just needed the stress, but men needed to push of already having alcohol on board. This shows women may be more vulnerable to heavy drinking due to the impact of the stress, which is worrying after the pandemic of homeschooling and working from home. Oh, this is one of those stories where it just dies. So, basically, they're saying that, for women, just that inadvertently being stressed, or not inadvertently, but I think I said that all wrong, but just adding that level of stress and compiling stress, they feel the need to drink more. Where men, even though it seems like we're more likely to drink when stressed, are only going to drink if it's already there. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm at my buddy's house and he offered me a beer while I'm stressing, and this is, I'll relieve a little bit of stress and have a few beers tonight, blah, blah, blah. No, I believe it. I mean, I 100% believe it. Just recently, I know Summer's been super stressed, and, she's had wine more times than she normally does, or than she regularly would, and I attribute that to the stress. And nothing against it. If that's what you need to do to unwind, then more power to you. It doesn't mean you have a problem or anything like that. I have a problem, and I just drink just because I drink. And it is an absolute fantastic stress reliever. I mean, as opposed to other options that are out there, so to say. But I have a quick little article to kind of wrap it up, and and call it a night of. Speaking of a stressful night, what in the actual fuck? I wasn't even drinking because I was stressed. I was just drinking just because it's podcast day. So hey, it's podcast day. Why not have a few brewskis while I do podcast? Because that's what I do. But I digress. For real, we're going to end it this time. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Chatter's Box, you were lively as well. Greatly appreciated. I drink, I get drunk, I fall down, no problem. Yeah, the only problem I have is when I run out. But if you guys aren't already, make sure you're checking this out on social media. Give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. We got things coming your way. It's going to be directly pointed and made specifically for you guys. So you got to interact. You got to follow us. You got to interact. You can also catch us live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. and Saturday nights at 8 p.m. on Haps, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter, all at Nonsensical Nonsense. And if you want to get every single episode of the podcast, just simply do a little search on your Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere and everywhere you get them old fucking podcast fixins. Wow. Derailed. Go give us a listen. Let us know what you think. Make sure you follow us on all social media. You can email us if you want. I don't know why. The only reason there's an email there is basically just to set up all the social media. But that's at nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com. We're going to go ahead and leave you tonight with what we always leave you, because it would not be nonsensical nonsense if we didn't have the sweet sounds of Matty James and Blacktop Mojo doing a little Wicked Women. I do apologize for Jeff's desertion once again, Captain Part-Time. But we kind of sort of half-assedly made it work. We will see you guys.
By advertising on YouTube.
Just kidding.
My business by reaching my most important customers. People like Allison.
We'll see you guys Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Tune in, hang out, shoot the shit. We have the brand new Fantasy 5. I think that's what we're going with for the time being. It's a Glick versus Jeff at a fantasy draft, where we all know I'll win because he sucks. Enjoy some Blacktop Mojo. Go follow them on all social media and tell them that Nonsensical Nonsense sent you. We're out of here.
She likes the mood, she likes the night, she likes the blood on her hands. She dances naked through the trees until her eyes go red. She whispers spells into the wind and she communes with the dead. She throws the bones into the fire and in darkness she chants. Waves the blade above her head. As I began to bleed, she said, "Oh,
Sir, can I help you?
Do you have any weapons of any kind? Anything to defend yourself?
Sir, this is a Speedy Mart. We have hot dogs 2 for $1. I just put them on the roller yesterday. They're pretty good.
No, man, like something sharp, something like I can stab, defend myself with.
I've got some sharp cheddar combos over there. It's kind of like a Ritz cracker pregnant with a cheese baby.
All right, well, let me just take one of these lighters, and I'm going to borrow your bug spray, and can I borrow your bathroom key as well?
Yeah, bathroom key. All right. I got your bathroom key right there. Make sure you bring that back. And that'll be 1362. And I'm going to have exact change, sir. We're in a coin shortage at the moment.
Whatever, man. Okay. There's that. There's that. No, I'm sorry.
A motor in the sky, take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever. And now, the spirit in the earth, give me all the blood, make me a god like you.
Oh shit, Chuck!
Oh, shit, Chuck!
Hell yeah, fuckers. We'll see y'all Saturday night for a brand new episode of Nonsensical Nonsense. In the meantime, make sure you guys are following us on all social media. Again, at Nonsensical
Have you seen
Nonsense.
this new flipbook creator? You can create
Have you seen this
flipbooks and
new, don't fucking interrupt me when I'm talking, you piece of shit. Follow us on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense and get every single episode on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts at Nonsensical Nonsense. Much love, and we will see you fuckers Saturday.